Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Squirt.
Squirt who?
Squirt is P, you dumb rednecks.
Right about now, you are listening to the incredible
A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan, who kindly remind you that squirt is P. It's a mediocre time with Tom and Dan.
Put some respect on my name.
Respect our name.
I ain't gonna say it no more.
You crack-ass motherfuckers. 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 Motherfuckers.
It's Christmas Day! Oh, my camera's frozen. Goddamn camera! Why are my cameras always frozen? Every single day. Oh, hold on. Kill the music so I can hear you. There we go. All right, what's up, Ross?
And you've met my wife.
Yes.
She's the nicest person on the face of the planet.
Does she have to rearrange somebody?
I started playing, I put on a synthwave channel, and she started roasting me like she was Tony fucking Hinchcliffe, dude. It
Oh,
was
she didn't like the-
insane. She was like, what is this 80s bullshit?
Okay,
It sounds
yeah,
like
yeah,
we're in a
yeah.
fucking Porky's movie.
Yeah.
She's just like, she started roasting the shit out of me, dude.
It's one of those things where it's some people absolutely hate it.
Well, she was a child of the 80s, right?
You would think she'd be fine with
Is she? Or no, she's younger than that, right?
She's like 6 months younger than me.
Yeah. No, she
Okay.
grew up in the 80s,
Sort of my
early
age,
90s.
but she holds her age well, I'll say that. She's not wrinkly at all, my
No,
God. She
she's
kind of
still-
looks like, she kind of looks like a girl, now you know what I mean by that. Like, she looks very young.
She's in her late 40s, and it's like 2 years ago she started getting carded.
It's not like this. This is a different animal. All right, that's all working good. Ross looks good finally. We got that going. Your camera's not frozen.
Do like if you look young your whole life, do you,
You
live
have a little,
longer?
You have a little bit of that. No, in fact, there's nothing.
How fair is that?
No, there's nothing sadder than a person that looks super young. You go to their funeral, young as hell, dead. And you know what's insulting? You sitting there, I'm sitting there, 2 artificial hips, old as fuck. I'm like, oh, he died.
Yeah, but it makes
Oh,
sense.
did I get you? Did I get you at all?
I didn't know. I
You
saw
didn't,
it.
oh, you didn't have your glasses, so you couldn't.
No, I-
listeners have been getting me. The motherfuckers have been handing me cock cards at our events and getting me.
Oh, that's back?
Yeah, cock cards.
Well, you
are
gotta
back.
hide it in my wallet.
Well, you know
if
what?
it's here, I'll just have some random cock card. I was just like, I'll flip that over so Twitch doesn't see it.
All right. All right.
I was kind of hoping I'd start that trend of people giving Tom gifts and then immediately throwing them away, but that's not happening.
But if you look young your whole life, and then you should live longer, right?
Well,
but it doesn't work like that.
You might because you're healthy. I think you're pretty
No,
healthy.
No, I'm just saying that people that naturally, like, that you have a young face.
It's a good warm up.
And it's like your wife, Ross. Like, she just recently got carded.
Yeah.
And like,
She looks very young.
and there's other baby face, the baby
My
face
wife
people.
used to look young until the skin cancer got her. Oh my God.
God.
This is jokes. This is jokes. Is she in there? She's in there. Hey, did I get you? Did I get you?
I know. All right.
Was that too serious?
No, that was,
She looks great. Actually, the surgeon, man, they did her right. But you know what my wife did? Here's a good warm up. You know what my wife did that's crazy? And I think I can tell this story and she'll laugh. Oh, she laughed. So my wife's nose had been looking like it looked good, but we were like, oh wow, I mean, this is gonna be a long, it's gonna be a long journey. She's like taking pictures and sending them to her surgeon. Well, finally the surgeon was like, lady, clean the blood off your nose so I can see what is. He's like, pick at it, and Andrew's like, no way. He's like, nah, this is a surgeon. He's like, goddamn, wash my work so I can see what I did. And she washed it. It looks brand new. It was all the dried stuff from like when he was working on it. She had left it on there. It looked terrible.
Okay.
All she had to do was she was being so careful that she wasn't washing that area. Like she wanted to touch her stitch. I'm with her. Like with my hip, I didn't fucking scratch it. I didn't touch it. Like I just left it the fuck alone. But now since I wash it, it looks awesome now.
Oh, scratch! I'll open it. I'll be like, I'm gonna tug at this. I love tugging at it.
180 degrees away. My 90-year-old neighbor that I helped fix his door that one time.
Yeah.
He came up the other day. He came up yesterday while I was grilling my yard to talk about some fucking nonsense. But he's got
You grill in the front or the back?
front. Just the way our house is set up,
I like that.
the door access only allows me really to.
I used to do that at my house behind Park Ave. You grilled in the front. It's a better way to live.
Absolutely,
the neighbors love it.
It defines dominance. It's you are expressing massive amounts of dominance on your neighborhood by grilling in the front.
Yes, yeah. I'm sure they're
King Lion.
but I just don't have any other option. I have to like walk a block around my goddamn house.
I have to go behind my house and grill out of the garage. That really looks trashy.
So
I have a baby pool out there. Maisie soaking her feet. I look like this. There's smoke pouring out of the garage.
My 90-year-old neighbor came up, and he has an active sore in his face that looks like the Grand Canyon. Like he's got a hole.
Oh man,
you get those when you get older.
And I'm like, should I say something to him, or does he knows, or he's just like,
Sometimes
it's too late to do anything about it. I'm just gonna live it out.
Sometimes they don't know.
Yeah, I don't. This would be hard not to know. It's like a second mouth.
Yeah. It's really, like the people that don't or they refuse to go to the doctor, they are steadfast.
Well, you
like,
do.
It's like holy shit, this didn't cause you any concern.
No, my mom went through a phase of that. It's called your wound phase.
Like I don't like going to the doctor, but
some old people go through a wound phase
where they just have them and they live with them. Yeah.
And then they're okay with it. Like they have a bandage on their head that looks like they're playing Civil War drums. You know what I mean? They got the fucking little boy. The little boy's got a massive head wound, but man, he's got to keep the troops marching. So you better give that rope a pum. And my mom, one of her feet, I swear to God, Andrea and I went over there to eat one night. We're going to Olive Garden. And I look down and there's just a bloody rag on her foot. And I'm like, good Lord, lady, we got to fix that. Come on.
This is a hot take, but if you're in the Civil War and you shoot the German boy, you're an asshole.
Yeah. And why was it a boy?
I mean, they were just taking everybody, and he couldn't pick up a gun, you know?
Yeah. They're just like, the boys will play the drums.
But drum, more tedious than a gun. I'd say it's more tedious than a gun.
I'd rather shoot.
Drum, 3-part, 2 sticks and a drum. Gun, 1 part. Maybe gun and, maybe 3 parts. You got your powder, and then you've got your lead, and then your rifle. Now, 4 parts, tamper.
Also,
this is a good warm-up. I love his. Can we start doing a Monday old man historical warm-up?
Listen, I know I'm a softie, but when I'm equipped.
I saw you earlier. You were a hard. He was jacketed in our bathroom.
When I'm giving the drummer boy the drum, like I'm putting some sort of shield on the front of the drum. It's just like the kid is going to be in war.
No, you put a flag on his head. They know who to shoot. They drape the American. Make sure it's all the stars are on that and aim for his head.
Some sort of shield. He's got nothing.
There should be, and we may have stumbled upon something. I do believe that maybe you would shoot the drummer boy or whoever was leading the procession or keeping them in line, because if you did that, instant chaos if you kill the fucking drummer boy, right? Because then they don't know which direct. They're not marching. Everybody's screaming.
It's just
and have you ever seen a dead boy? You see a
that.
dead boy, you scream, you're running, you drop your musket.
They don't need the drums. You're shooting a musket ball.
You know what you would do now? Now, do troops now, do they play a JBL?
No, they don't need music.
All right. Okay. I got one more thing to do. Put the JBL on. I won't be able to march.
The little JBL boy. Where's he at?
The little JBL. I'm going to write that song for Christmas. All right, Tom, would you like to start?
And once the musket balls start tearing through, I'm getting the fuck out of there.
Yeah, they're hot musket balls,
Are you just standing there fucking taking it? You're like, oh shit.
Do you understand how much louder I think an old world musket ball would be than a modern day bullet? Only because it's breaking bones. It's not just going through you. It's not made
blunt.
to go through you.
It's not rifled at all.
And then it gets bigger because I've seen these shows on animal or whatever, it's history, where as it would go through, it would gather because it's not going through as fast as a modern day bullet. It's going through slower, which makes it gather more flesh to make the wound bigger, so it comes out the back and just tears you in half.
Dirty as hell.
Yeah, all right. Good warm-up.
Even if you manage to survive, like the wound will kill you in days.
Sepsis,
probably by the end of the hour. Okay, great.
By the way, there's a whole special guy behind you to kill you if you try running away from the musket ball. There's
a
whole guy
about
there.
that.
Oh, there is?
Oh, yeah.
They keep you from running.
Well, now I want to talk about this because I didn't know about the guy. Well, that sounds very dystopian.
Oh, they shoot the deserters.
You 100% will die if you run away because that guy's going to kill you. But if you just stay amongst the musket balls,
you know, my dad and I were going to open up a pie shop called the Deserters, and it didn't go over good. Nobody wanted to shop there. They called us pussies. All right, Tom, you start. 3, 2. Oh, hold on. I don't like that position there. All right, here we go. 3, 2.
Welcome to Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan, and welcome to Cyber Monday, everybody. It's Cyber Monday. Hey, Tom, it's Cyber Monday.
A whole holiday for robots? Yeah, right.
Cyber Monday.
I got this completely underpowered laptop for half off. If our friends in Africa get Black Friday and computers get Cyber Monday, then what the white people get, huh?
All right.
All right, welcome to Cyber Monday.
Well, from the Orlando Talk Show, it's comedian and host Ross McCoy.
Hey guys. Boy, Cyber meant something different back on AOL days.
You know, that's why I kind of put the energy into that. Yeah, I wanted to talk about how stupid Cyber Monday is. I hate it. It's so stupid.
Well,
The term cyber's dated. It was dated the minute it was invented.
What does that even mean, cyber? I'm not even 100% sure what cyber means.
I guess it's a hipper version to mean online. Like, why not just call it Online Monday or Black Friday on Monday, but online?
it is a
Online
cooler
Black Monday.
word, though, I guess.
No,
online is so nerdy.
But cyber's nerdy, right? Isn't cyber the equivalent of when people go like, oh my God, that's so cringe? Like, when you say cyber, I'm like, well, that's the digital equivalent of saying the word cringe. Because now people that say, oh my God, it's so cringe, I'm like, no, you're cringe for saying that. You're cringing, it's a double cringe.
I feel like it's the tech version of extreme. Like, if you don't know what to call your Doritos that are super spicy, you throw extreme on it. So, like, I think if you got some stuff going on,
we're getting closer.
It's cyber that.
Yeah, we're getting closer. And then what does cyber? Like, what does the word cyber, like, I'm going to have to look that up. I don't even know what it means.
It's also, like, it doesn't even make sense to me because, like, the Black Fridays, the stores, they're open and they're closed, all right? Brick and mortar. So it's like when the store opens, the sales are going on until everything's cleared out and then they close at some point. But the internet is always open. So to have one day that it's like, oh, we're giving the deals on the internet this day,
But they're not.
But I know it
People
it
didn't
doesn't even make sense.
Because people didn't adhere to it. You would have needed like some sort of, you would have had to join a coalition of stores that would all agree that they would never break the Black Friday, make all of our greatest deals will be on Black Friday. We promise to never give better deals throughout the year, and that will preserve the integrity of Black Friday, right? But no one did that, and we all saw it kind of fall apart, right? Like when Walmart was like, they're like, we're going to do Christmas in July and just blow this out sideways. Like, we're 75 million people are like, well, you're ruining the coalition.
Yeah, it moved up, and then it was before Thanksgiving, Black Friday started, and then you're like, oh, you ruined it. Like, it has to be like, Friday morning, and then it's done.
It's a 1940s science term. It came from cybernetics, which is a term about control systems and communication. But in the 80s and 90s, it turned into a slang prefix for anything online or computer-based. So it's just we just lazied it.
Cybernetics?
Cybernetics.
Yeah, it reminds me of Dianetics.
Yeah, L. Ron Hubbard. Okay, my greatest L. Ron Hubbard question. If you are like some sort of, keeper of the tome of knowledge from the deities, from Xenu.
Yes.
Why are your teeth rotting out, you dumb old man? Why do you have jet black rotten teeth? You have a Navy, for Christ's sake, L. Ron. He had a goddamn Navy. He's riding around out there. He was a wanted man riding on these boats, right?
One of your followers is a dentist, for sure. Like, they're all rich for the most part. Not all of them, but there's a lot of rich people. There's got to be a dentist, and he'd do it for free.
He'd do it pro bono.
Yeah.
I was going to do it El Bono, which is the lead singer of Spanish U2.
So Ross was playing our brand new pinball machine. So we got a Star Wars pinball machine from the pinballdudes.net.
Yes, sir.
How was it, Ross?
It's very nice. I feel like I need a handbook for it, though. It's like there's a lot going on. You got to choose a character. You play as like Luke, Leia, or Han Solo.
Okay.
And then there's like you got to choose missions to start out. There's a lot going on.
It's involved. Okay. And I like that. Whenever you get a new pinball machine, you got to kind of like learn it. The first couple plays, you're like a dumb old man. You're walking and
You're like, I'm just smashing it.
Yeah, you don't know what you're doing. I think we have a caller. Caller.
It's a quickie, too. Sometimes the ball's coming back. You got no light speed.
Thanks for calling Corporate Time. Who's this?
I hear him there.
They're there. Well, we gave it a shot on a Monday. We gave you the Cyber Monday call of the day, and you blew it. You guys, when's the last time you Black Friday shopped?
No, I've never done it.
Never done it?
No.
I remember, like, I wrote it down to talk about because I do remember going out with my mom and dad, and it was fun. It was cool because it had significance. You know, it was like you had to get up at like 3 a.m. You know, and then like I remember laying in the back of the car. I'm like, this is wild. We're heading off to Sears. You know, at like 3 a.m. so we can be there for like a 5:30 start. You know, I'd get a Krispy Kreme donut. My mom and dad got coffee or whatever. We're heading out. It's black. It's like a black night outside.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I'm like in you know, I'm dressed. What the heck? And that's a good holiday memory. It was fun and trying to like track down gifts for like my grandparents, things that kids don't buy for their grandparents anymore. And I'm filled with them: slippers, isotoner gloves.
All right, okay.
Do you guys ever remember buying? Because I'm standard Florida trash child. I'm sure there are thousands of people listening to me right now that bought isotoner gloves for their grandma or some sort of isotoner slippers for their grandma. You know, this is before memory foam was a thing. There's no such thing as memory foam.
Yeah,
no memories.
yeah.
No foam.
Isotoners were 100% for grandmas. If you didn't have grandkids, you were not buying those.
Yeah,
gloves.
and Dan Marino was the main talker. He was the endorser for isotoner gloves.
So you said you went shopping over the weekend.
Oh
yeah. So who are you shopping for?
We were doing more just going to shop for fun. You know, like we're not shopping for each other.
Okay.
Maisie's the only one we would shop for. Me and Andrea are not going to shop for each other.
So you're just walking around the mall,
walking around the mall and looking. But normally, like now, what we do is my kid is obsessed with these damn Asian grocery stores. So we went to this one I'd never been to called Lotto. We still haven't made it to H Mart yet. We made it to this one called Lotto, and everything in Lotto is like sponsored by BTS or what is it? The Demon Hunters, it's
K-pop
all,
Demon
K-pop
Hunters.
Demon Hunters. They literally have never seen. It's like going into Publix and then you go down an aisle and then you're going to like where the sandwich cookies are like you know, just like your standard Oreos, and it's a completely different like Korean brand, and there's a life-size stand-up of BTS there, and you can get your photo with it. I have some photos I'll put on the Facebook page, but it's wild, man. It's crazy that because not that I'm like an idiot and I don't think that that's going on, but like all these different flavored Pringles. We got banana flavored Pringles that have Kevin, the minion, on the outside of them.
I'll be the first to say that sounds disgusting.
Yeah, you would think so. No, you would think so. You know what they did? They cleverly made them. I think they're Pringles version of plantain chips. That's all they are. That's all they are. Because Maisie started eating them, and she's like, "Oh, these are delicious." And then they just taste like plantain chips. But it's got Kevin on the outside. They come in a special bag. I don't know. They're really into like going to these crazy Asian grocery stores. And then we had to do it. We hit up Walmart to check out all the inflatables. To check out all the different. You do have so much garbage they make now.
You just went to Walmart to look around?
Yeah.
That is insane.
Yeah, it's so fun. I love it. Me and my family.
Ross, who goes to Walmart?
I do.
Just to walk around.
It's so fun.
When I have to go to Walmart, I'm like, oh my God. It's like I'm preparing to go underwater. like
you're scuba diving.
I'm trying to breathe out all my oxygen.
Okay, there's people in the chat room agree. They're like, yeah, it's just, there's a lot to see at Walmart, especially during the holidays.
I used to live in a town where the main thing to do was go to Walmart.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it's small town Dan, but like, look, man, I get a burst of nostalgic chemicals when the girls said, hey, we want to go walk around Walmart. I'm like, what do you got to get? And they're like, nothing. We just want to go see the inflatables, all the Christmas garbage. I'm like, dude, I'm down for some Christmas garbage shopping, and it is nothing. They've got so much stuff now, dude. So much garbage. So much garbage for your yard.
Yeah.
Now
That's how it works.
you know what the thing now is, and this is going to start fights, and this has been bubbling for a couple of years now, but this would be perfect for you, are the tunnels that go on your sidewalk in front of your house.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen that? They sell the tunnels now at Walmart. You can buy full tunnels for the front of your house.
It's like a cheap version of Fremont Street in Las Vegas.
Yeah, exactly.
It's gotten way too far.
It is way too far.
And then,
I agree.
And I'll tell you what, it killed it for me, and this is the first time I've seen it.
Was it video?
It was an inflatable turkey for Thanksgiving that someone put in front of their yard, and I was like, no, I was gonna go kick it over because I was like, do not start this. You are letting them win.
Inflatable turkeys are everywhere. Dude.
This is like this kind of capitalism is going to kill us all. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason to have an inflatable turkey.
Andrea Dennis says there are so many inflatable turkeys in Baldwin. You could kick your way out of here. This is love too. Just kick them all down.
We're just wasting our money and filling our entire garage with all this Chinese garbage that we're buying. What are we working for? To buy Chinese garbage and put it in front of our house every year?
Sounds good to me.
So it's like there's no need for
something.
Thanksgiving inflatables. I'm fine with the Christmas and the Halloween, but we start incorporating Thanksgiving inflatables that we've gone too far.
And we're allowed to put them up now, right? Because you're after Thanksgiving. You're an after Thanksgiving guy, right?
Yeah.
So we're good now.
Yeah, December 1st.
You know what I started seeing?
I'm even fine having Thanksgiving. Although someone told me some article about if you're hosting Thanksgiving dinner for your family, you shouldn't have Christmas decorations up.
Really?
That's
you
like
should not?
People might get confused and forget how to eat turkey.
What holiday is it? I have to go be alone.
It's like tacky, or it's like that's I don't know.
That's an interesting take, because I would think as and you like to host. You're like the best host. Well, you and Ross are tied. You're more of like the home host. He's more of like comedy show. But like I would imagine that you would want it up because it like adds to kind of the holiday season vibe. I mean, what are you gonna put out for Thanksgiving? Nothing. Just like you'd put the cornucopia and maybe some tan napkins.
Damn sure don't put out a blow up turkey.
No, Tom will kick it down as he's walking in.
No, you have like fall. I guess decorations.
A couple of leaves here and there.
Yeah, like
I don't want to buy separate leaves.
The pilgrims, salt shakers. Like
I do have that. I do have that. Although
know.
Mine looks like Jack Black, Asian Jack Black, the way they painted him. I put him up every year, but my little Publix salt shakers. That's a brilliant move by Publix to make the subject of their commercials a product in their store that it and then make you want to go buy it.
Yeah,
brilliant, freaking brilliant.
So another, I guess, Thanksgiving themed thing that me and Daniel saw this over Thanksgiving was the Macy's Day Parade. And I
have a funny story about that. Did you know there was another parade on?
Huh?
Because Maisie, I came downstairs. Maisie's like, I'm going to put on the Macy's parade. And she'd been watching this for like an hour. And it was like Kid Rock and like all these different people. She'd had it on Fox News. No BS. She'd had it on Fox News for like 2 hours waiting for the parade.
She's watching Fox.
She's just watching Fox. She's like, not bad.
I'm watching Fox News and Macy's Day Parade. What are you on, pop up?
If Andrea's in the chat room, she'll remember. Andrea had to come down and go, no, baby, this is because she's like, they keep saying the right parade's going to come out of here in a second. Hey, ladies and gentlemen.
I think you're like, no more news, Maisie. It's too much news.
Oh yeah, Andrea's right. Andrea came down and she's like, and Maisie's like, why is this guy talking to all the troops? And I was like, well, they don't have somebody to talk to them during Thanksgiving, so it's always nice to have somebody kind of come in and give you a good meal and give you, a thank you. And okay. Then we put on you were watching it too, huh? I would have never guessed that the Dennises and the Vans would both have the Thanksgiving parade on.
Normally, I'd be loading, but the Crystal's family was all coming into town for the we did Thanksgiving. We did basically Thanksgiving Day lunch before we left with the camper over and to go camping over the weekend. So the Wednesday, we were preparing for the dinner and whatever. So Thanksgiving morning, there was we had already loaded everything. We were just waiting till we had Thanksgiving lunch and then we were gonna leave. But so while we were waiting, I turned it on, and what I was thinking about is it was 100th anniversary of the Macy's Day Parade. So they started in 1925, and so they were making like a big deal out of that. And
they had, dare I say, the most popular female artist in the world currently. They had what's her name, Cynthia. Whatever her name is.
Let's call her Elphaba.
Yeah. Oh, Elphaba.
Elphaba.
It's Elphaba.
Oh, whatever.
Elsa is Frozen. Elphaba.
I don't know.
Just call her Elphaba, baby.
Anyway.
But yeah, they had Elphaba opening, and then she did it kind of cool. She sang like a cool song, and then when she walked over, she looked at the camera, and she's like, let's have a parade. I didn't know she was British for some reason.
It always bothers me when they do an American accent. Because
Yeah, you gotta do
You
your
feel
British
betrayed when you see him on the Tonight Show or
You
something.
gotta do your British accent.
when Wolverine, that
Did you
got
call
me.
him Wolverine?
Wolverine got me.
Benverine.
Anyway,
Versus
I'm like,
Wolverine.
you're American. Anyway, so
let's have a parade.
Benverine as Wolverine.
Also, I'm
in-
really into bald black girls right now. And then we had a caller calling in Friday, and he added to that. He said bald black girls with British accents. And then I'm like, oh, yeah, but then she's got a wife. Not interested.
So, 100 years of the Macy's Day Parade, and all I can think about is, like, not much has changed.
Oh, I'm just thinking they powered right through the Great Depression with the parade. Like they just powered right through.
Well, they were almost not going to
Yeah,
do
they
it.
were.
They were almost not going to do it because of the weather. The wind was so bad that, I don't know if you noticed, but a lot of balloons are real tight. They're like real low.
Yeah.
You know, it's because the weather was a little, that isn't any
Was it
joke. I guess if,
frightful?
yeah, it could be frightful. Yeah, baby,
Well,
stay in here. It's cold outside.
there's been
Let
years-
me squeeze on you a little bit.
in the past that wind has blown giant inflatables
Yeah.
into street lamps and have torn them open, and Barney's falling.
I mean, there's a
Making the parade briefly interesting.
yeah.
there is a joke that that Tim Robinson does in his show, I Think You Should Leave, about a woman becoming one of the Shark Tank sharks by getting hit by a Charlie Brown balloon and becoming like instantly rich. And there's a joke about her like hating bald boys and then like she can offer no business help at all because she just got instantly paid. But it's always made me laugh because that would be a terrible way to go out. You have like Garfield come and take out your whole family or something, right? I mean, there's got to be some element of danger with those things, right? That's why they have 100 people holding them down. Don't they have like 70 people each balloon?
It's enough to smother somebody if it lands on them
I
and
think
just
it
stays
would,
there.
I think it's a lot harder texture than we think. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
a vinyl. I think if that vinyl swung violently and hit you, you could get killed, right?
It's probably. I mean, the fact that they've been doing it for 100 years and no one's been injured that much. I mean, if it was that dangerous, they'd probably eliminate certain amount. I just, when I was looking at it, I was like, if you told someone from 1925, like, imagine what this parade will be in 100 years in the future, 2025, like, they're like, what they would think would be
a black president.
I think they'd only be shocked by the musical acts and the hosts.
the big balloons.
But other than that, like, it's essentially the same New York. Buildings have changed somewhat, but it's like it's not the
Where
city
are
of
the horses?
it's not the city of the future, which I'm sure they would probably imagine. It's like everybody's kind of doing the same thing they were doing 100 years ago, kind of. Like, it's not what you would think. Like, we look at the Fifth Element. That's what when I was a kid in 100
you
years.
want laser balloons,
Like,
right?
yeah. Like,
you want something crazy.
in 2085, right, when I was a kid in 1985, and you told me what's in 100 years, like, I'm thinking Fifth Element. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm thinking a futuristic
A lot
dystopian.
of blimps in the air, a lot of women with, tape on their
holograms,
nipples.
way more holograms.
Yeah.
It's not that much.
Red-haired supermodels jumping out of taxi cabs in the sky. Yeah.
Just something more futuristic. It's about the same as it was 100 years ago.
even-
They're holding balloons and they got some parade floats.
I would even argue it's worse, like Mr. Fantasy. What's up with that guy?
I did see Mr. Fantasy, and I
He had
laughed.
no business being on there. He was poofing his Johnson. He was gyrating, uncontrollable Johnson poofing, and his whole boat. He had a whole pirate ship filled with kids, and he's just pumping it away on the side of this boat. And Maisie was appalled. And Maisie said something really mean about Mr. Fantasy. She said, "Ew, his teeth are yellow." Not very nice, man. Not very nice.
He's got L. Ron Hubbard's dentist.
Yeah, I think he did. No, he's actually, the story on that guy is that he was on the show Riverdale. He played Reggie. And then I guess this is his musical alter ego, and it is not good. Nobody was prepared for it. Nobody wanted it.
Is it supposed to be ridiculous? Like, the name Mr. Fantasy implies that it's like over the top, absurd
he's like
character.
a cool, funky, androgynous guy.
Okay.
You know, cool, funky, androgynous.
It's a stick.
I don't know why that pops up every 5 years. There'll be a new guy that comes out and he's like, "You can't guess my sex, and I sing funky." And it's like, all right, enough of these guys, you know. But here we are. We're doing it again with Mr. Fantasy.
They couldn't get Chris Gaines.
Hey, Chris Gaines, I've been telling people, you go back and revisit that album.
Really?
Go back.
Really?
The songs aren't bad.
Okay.
The whole idea of it is bad.
Yeah.
But if you didn't know that it was Garth Brooks and he never took those stupid, like, The Crow, where he looked like the Crow, the photos,
Yeah, the
it
album
might be
cover,
okay.
basically,
It
yeah.
might make it.
Okay.
Try it.
I saw some TikTok like mini documentary that talking about Chris Gaines and how that was the most insane idea that a really popular artist ever did.
It's a believe your own hype kind of a thing. Yeah. You got to like yourself to do that, I think.
A bizarre thing that no one understood, and still to this day is considered a huge flop and just insane. It doesn't make any sense, and everybody's making fun of it.
Okay, my dad liked Garth Brooks a lot, right?
Yeah.
He didn't.
No one understood it.
He couldn't understand it. Like he couldn't. I was like, but Dad, it's Garth. Chris Gaines is Garth. What? You know what I mean? Like he could never understand it.
Like it was confusing to everybody, and it just didn't work, and it was a horrible idea.
But it wasn't unheard of. It's been done before. Like Bruce Willis did that album as I think he called himself Bruno. And it was called The Return of Bruno, as if there had been this whole history of this guy named Bruno.
Okay, yeah.
And he was coming back, and it was just Bruce Willis singing really bad.
Yeah.
Well, Bruce did this thing for a while where Bruce Willis cleverly dug himself into the bluescape of America, where all he needed were some suspenders, a wife beater, black zoot suit pants, and a fedora and a harmonica, right? And he could show up anywhere, and they just start guzzling the Bartles and James. Wasn't that, or what was his? Was his Seagrams? Bruce Willis did a series of commercials where he's playing harmonica and singing as an old blues guy, and I think it was Seagram.
Okay.
And it worked. I remember seeing that, and I was like, man, I'm going to be an alcoholic when I grow up.
And then Stephen King did the whole, I'm going to write stories that aren't as scary under a different pseudonym. So every once in a while, somebody super famous branches out and does something a little bit different under a different name.
He did 2 albums as Bruno.
Yeah?
Yeah, Bruce Willis did 2 albums. The first album, which is ridiculous, is The Return of Bruno. Right. So the first album was his second album, but just only because he was making up this character.
Correct.
And then his second album is called If It Don't Kill You, It Just Make You Stronger.
Wow.
By the way, TMZ, quit taking pictures of Bruce Willis, with his caretaker out for a walk, because this makes us all sad.
We know. He started to look like powder.
Stop.
I keep waiting for him to bend the spoons.
Stop. Just can we have some GD common decency and just leave this man alone? He's got horrible Alzheimer's, and he's essentially dead. He's dead already.
Who's yippee-ki-yay now, mother ever?
He cannot even. He doesn't know recollection of who he is, and then quit taking pictures of him.
Yeah.
God, because I see it in my Facebook feed. I don't want to be reminded of how sad it is. All right.
Bruno is fine though.
Why? What's that stories like? Bruce Willis out for a walk with his caretaker.
Somebody should Photoshop Carl Winslow next to him.
Stop.
On a radio. Hey buddy, we'll get you out of there.
Let's take a quick break, and when we come back, I'll tell you real quick about a couple things that happened over my camping trip. Then
seems like you're getting better at the Croom Forest Thanksgiving camping trip. I would like to say that the disasters don't strike like they used to.
Oh yeah. They so 100%. I'm just not taking, because if I have limited things to talk about on my posts. There's very few good times. I will almost have at one point none to take a picture of.
He's got shoes on, so we don't know how many toes he's rocking right
That's
now.
True. That's true. He looks good though, right? He doesn't look like he's injured or anything.
Sure. Anyway.
All right, we'll take a break and be right back with more of Corporate Time. Awesome.
The Return of Bruno.
How do you remember that?
I just thought it was the dumbest thing.
I might have to go back and revisit Chris Gaines.
Well, I definitely got to listen to the fucking album now.
The Return of Bruno. From what I remember, and I did it a couple years ago, I went back and I just highlighted some of the bigger songs by the Chris Gaines album, and I tried to like honestly look at it like I don't know who Chris Gaines is, and I'm like, this isn't bad.
Okay.
Well, because Garth is a good musician, so
Yeah, absolutely.
it was just a bad idea. He should have just done if he just done Garth Brooks sings rock and roll, which he's done before. He does a version of, what's the song? Is it Strutter by Kiss? Strutter? Like he does a version of, or maybe it's Cold Gin. He does a Kiss song on the Kiss tribute that came out in like the early 2000s. And that's what solidified it for me. I was like, oh, he could do anything he wants. He just is in country music. Anyway, my little Garth Brooks bullshit.
The weird part about that, like, okay, so like come up with Chris Gaines and do it. That's all well and good, but like he made like a weird announcement, like Garth Brooks will now be appearing as Chris Gaines.
Yeah, it was a weird.
It's not. He made this big.
It's like he
weird
fumbled the.
announcement of
It's
it.
like he fumbled the landing of it. He should have just
Yeah.
released it.
Just done it. Just do it. Let there be this guy called Chris Gaines. Like,
But he didn't get eaten alive like he would now if he did it.
Do you know who Joe?
There was
is?
less. There was no social media. It was social media would have eaten him
Oh,
alive.
destroyed him.
But that was back when there's news, so you watch the news, and then the news wouldn't have made fun of, because they can't really make fun of him because they have to just report it. So we never saw people make fun of him because we didn't see, there was no social media. No one, like, I guess even Access Hollywood and that kind of.
Your Talk Soup. Your Talk Soup would do a little bit of it. But
Was that when that was
they
pre-Talk
wouldn't do, like,
Soup?
News. Okay.
I think, right?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
That was in like the mid '90s, right?
So you
or
have to get like a Saturday Night Live or something. to get
What
it.
was
yeah. I bet
He-
Saturday Night Live made fun of him.
He did Saturday Night Live as Chris Gaines.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, what's interesting about him being.
Did they make fun of him?
Host and
I know my
did?
dad did because my dad was like, he's wearing Peter Pan pants.
Oh!
Because he had like tight little,
Like pegs,
he had like
yeah.
the oversized shirt with the tiny pants that was popular in the early 90s or late or middle 90s.
Oh no! Wait, hold on. Was Chris Gaines? Was that after 2000? Or was that
No,
after?
that was in the 90s.
That was. In
I
the
think it was
90s?
late 90s.
Yeah.
Hold on, 99.
Okay, 99.
All right. Do you want to bring us back? I'll bring us back. Here we go. In 3, 2. Welcome back to A Corporate Time.
All right. So, a couple things. This particular camping trip, I had to change. First, I don't think Giant Recreation World. I rented my travel trailer from them.
I was going to bring this up. You had a setup photo that it appeared as if your awning had like neon or something on, and I was like, this looks awesome.
Well, I'm used to renting from like RV share. I'm like people's old pieces of junk.
Old jalopy. The old
Yeah.
sloppy jalopy.
So when you rent from Giant Recreation World, you get new, right? And so I'm not used to having new.
It was
Listen,
super
don't give
fancy.
Tom new ever again.
Did you see it?
10%
You should
off.
go to his Facebook and check out the photo. Like it's like one of those photos like that people do. They're like, look at my camping setup, and you're like, oh yeah, man, nice.
So if you want to rent from them, 10% off if you mention Tom and Dan.
There you
That's
go.
for everybody.
There you
Promo
go.
code Tom and Dan.
Save you some money.
20% off if you take the one Tom junked up.
I didn't know. No, I take care of it.
I was watching his face. It looked like he did take care of it.
But because this year, like my niece had to go up to a bigger size 4-wheeler, we had an extra adult 4-wheeler that I bought from actually the guy who builds our couch every year, Josh. So I bought his 4-wheeler.
Yeah, he said
and-
you really lowballed him. He builds his couches all the time, and he said you stole his 4-wheeler. I mean, you take advantage of our listeners like crazy.
I was gonna just pay him to borrow it, but then I was trying to change my ways. I'm like, no, don't.
Nah, I'll keep it for the same amount of money.
I'm changing my ways.
I thought about.
Let me see. I'll give him $200 and 3 gravedigger storage.
I thought about just because that was just sitting in my garage. The problem,
Let's
the
say-
whole problem with all this.
The whole problem with it is the vans, if there's one thing that they thirst for, it's 4-wheel riding. You guys are out there every afternoon, right? right? Like, you can't even keep. It's like, hey, man, we're either on 4 wheels or dead.
We do it once a year. Right? So I'm doing this all wrong. I'm storing all these things
So
for
wait,
one time a
offered
year.
to let you pay to use it, and you're like, no, I'll stuff it in my garage, good sir.
Wait. So these people who have all these decorations stuffed in the garage only to use one time a year are idiots. But you, with your system,
That's a good argument for him, though. That's a good argument for him to re-engineer.
Well, I'm telling you, I'm an idiot. And this is not the right way to do it. There's got to be a different way. Anyway, so my sister's got a trailer. I don't have one, and I realized that. Oh my God, there
is it the boogie?
The boogie
again. If you're just now listening,
this
is the bookie that's been trying to track Tom down for 3 weeks.
They called me during Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, wait till he breaks in your house on Christmas Eve. They're tearing your Christmas tree apart.
Steals your stuff like the Grinch.
Stomping your Xbox flat.
I think my Bitcoin transferred. It disappears for a while. And then I'm like, oh, yeah. Then all of a sudden it pops in there.
That's the waiting.
Where is it in between? Anyway.
No one knows.
So then I had to borrow my buddy the Wizard's trailer, right? So now the problem, he lives over in Satellite Beach, and no one, like, people talk about this a little bit, but I don't think they realize how much the salt air ruins your stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it is amazing how bad it is.
Like, it could be like a month, and you're like, like literally a month, and it'll start rusting things.
So apparently, like, I used to hear like people like that live on the coast, although like a lot of people that have houses over there are rich and they don't care. Right, so like they have to buy a new air conditioner.
My dad would never buy me a good bike because we take it to the beach. He would be like, I ain't buying you a good bike because like you leave it there. We'd spend a month there during the summer. In 1 month, your bike will be destroyed at the beach. Destroyed.
We've left the kids' bikes there for 2 weeks, and the rust dots will start appearing on them. Like just 2 weeks.
And it's everything too. Like if you have like outdoor fixtures or let's say you buy a nice
everything.
if you buy like a nice. Just a decorative lamp that, let's just say, is affixed to your house. If you you'd have to go out there every day and polish it. Every day you'd have to polish it. Every day. Wax it up good.
It just deteriorates everything.
It destroyed Mom and Dad's house that they had. The little beach house. Like, they were always doing repairs.
I bet you people live up north with the salted roads. Like, I know the bottom carriage of, like, undercarriage of their car gets bad, but I bet it deteriorates it fast.
People have winter cars for that exact reason. You'll have a car you just used, a junker you just drive during the winter because you know it's going to rust out and be a piece of junk.
I mean, it is crazy how much rust happens if you live near the beach. So anyway, he's got this trailer that he keeps outside.
I think I know where this is going. I think the foreshadowing is strong with this story.
And he's only lived there for like 4 years or whatever. And this trailer was new at the time he got it. Right? Well, like I think he brought it down.
Well, of course he covers it and waxes it daily, right?
So it just sits out there, and it is a rust. Like, I mean, I can't even explain how rusty it is. Like,
you can't touch it. You have to put gloves on to touch it. It's falling apart as you drive.
It is as if it has been stored under the ocean. It's that rusty.
Yeah, like the old iDrive Titanic exhibit.
Like, it looks like the Titanic. It's that rusty. Anyway, so
do you want me to put up the picture?
Yeah. So he told me that, and this like it doesn't even do like I mean it's real bad. So okay, that's the back. So what's laying on the trailer?
At least the tires are good and flat. That's nice.
So you know what? It's a nice compliment to a rusty metal body. Rotten wood floorboards.
Yeah, rotten wood. And then look at that.
There's no reason to replace it.
Look at that right side fat boy tire. That right side. Look at it. It's got a nice little bulge on the side there.
You're gonna put the air in that every morning. So it's like every morning. So anyway, by the way, I probably just rented one on U-Haul from U-Haul, but anyway, those are too heavy.
Steal one from a listener.
Yeah,
There's plenty of listeners.
That's what I used to do. And he's got one, and he brings his kid to gymnastics every like 3 days a week. So he constantly drives to my house. So I'm like, hey, next time bring your trailer because I need to borrow it for the trip.
You say that? Like I would, man. There's something you say that to people in gymnastics. You're like, oh,
no,
this is to the wizard. Okay,
yeah,
I thought you were talking to a lizard.
No. The wizard he comes over to my house 3 days a week to wait for his kid doing gymnastics. Anyway, so we bring to this trailer, and he's like, the back of it is kind of like essentially where the hinges are. They've kind of rusted pretty good. So just watch it, because you don't
Oh,
want.
is that how you fix it? The old watch it.
Watch it.
He's like,
Just
don't
watch it.
don't stomp on it or whatever. It's like, it's rusted pretty good. I was like, okay, no problem. So then I load the four-wheelers on it. This is Wednesday, right? The day before Thanksgiving. I load all the four-wheelers and
You didn't want them time to sit on there and sort of marinate, right? On that thing. Because isn't it funny that thing's almost, like things that are really rusting out, like the rust gets inside there, but the integrity of the whole trailer will look fine, but inside it's all dust already. How does that work?
It's dust inside.
There's dust inside, yeah.
Yeah. And so, but I guess like a metal can be rusted for a while before it actually the structural integrity becomes compromised.
Right. It's not instant. That's right.
Slow. It's like prostate cancer. It'll get you by the time you're 130, but you're good. Anyways.
Don't put your prostate next to the ocean.
So
rinse it off at least.
So I load the four-wheeler, and this thing, the back gate of this trailer, it acts as a loading ramp too. So and then
what a feature!
So a utility
this
trailer
must be one of the new trailers.
And that's how most utility trailers are. The back gate is also a loading ramp that you drive your lawnmower on or your whatever you're hauling. So that back gate, I'm driving, and then as I'm driving the four-wheelers on there, I notice the hinges, rust is falling down.
It looks like a Final Destination, like you're driving over the bridge, you start seeing the bolts come out.
And so I'm like, my God, this thing, he told me it was kind of sketchy, and but I was like,
so
man,
this is your fault.
So then I'm like, I need to go get some non-ethanol fuel for these four-wheelers, which another thing no one ever talks about is you cannot put regular ethanol fuel in small engines. It'll immediately ruin it. It ruined Daniel's scooter. It ruins everything.
Yeah.
And so it immediately gums up the carburetor, and then if you let it sit for 1 week, done. So I have to drive up to Wawa. So as I'm driving up Wawa, I get to the light where Lake Howell and 436.
Sure, yeah.
So I'm sitting there, and then I'm like, all right, I go to take the turn onto 436, and then I hear, and then I'm like, what the hell? And
then I turned down my rack.
And then I look, and then the back of the trailer has now fallen onto the street.
Would you stop it?
I'm dragging it because it's connected.
God.
Half of it's connected, and the actual
is it Sparks Crazy?
the joint. Yeah, it's just dragging on the asphalt, and now and
you're dragging
half
the
off.
dust out of it now.
So I stop. I put on my hazards, and
which is the sign of a. You know what? It's always this, when you see a person whose trailer is falling apart in the middle of the road. You know that person is good at life. All of them. They're good at life. They're good people. They're doing good things.
Well, we're struggling.
They have great families. There's no fentanyl whatsoever.
I'm trying to do.
They're not alcoholics. They're all great people. If you see them falling apart in the middle of the road with their hazards on, they're just great.
Because I want to have the good life, and I can't. And I'm doing it right. I just should buy a brand new trailer.
Yeah,
and I've been borrowing my buddy's rusty ass.
Traditionally, the good life costs a lot of money.
Write that down. Hold on. You have a little pad there. Great. All right. Thank you, Ross.
It goes along with the theme of my entire trip. It's like the good life costs money, and then I want to taste of it. I want to dip my toe.
You just want a little taste of the good life.
Then
you don't want the whole good life.
Yeah. Because some of these guys, when they go there, they're pulling up with $180,000 touring RV with an enclosed trailer, and they're
all their motorcycles are air conditioned inside. Have you seen those? Where they air condition your motorcycles? Have you seen the one I'm talking about? Where inside's a little bench for you to put your riding gear on?
Yeah.
And it's all air conditioned, so you can pull your bike directly in and take off your boots and your gear.
They could ride the motorcycles on there straight and then reverse out. I was like, I'm trying to load 4.5 motorcycles on a 2.5 on a trailer meant for 2 of them, and I'm like, 4 will fit.
It's not even made for motorcycles. It's made for lawn care. You got a lawn care trailer.
But isn't that kind of your friend's fault for not having better stuff for you tomorrow?
Yeah, that's what I said.
All right, we have been
because I immediately text them, and I was like, look what happened. So
you idiot.
So now I'm on.
What did he say though? Because his replies are the best.
No,
excuse me. The wizard has 0. He does not care.
Hopefully you texted him, look what you did.
So this another thing rich people aren't used to doing, which I've been used to doing my whole life, is when there's an emergency and you're in the road. So now I'm in the left lane of 436, right? It's Wednesday before Thanksgiving, so things are packed.
Nice and chill.
Like people are like they got off work, they're preparing for Thanksgiving, and it's packed, right? So I'm in the left lane of 436,
The middle of the road.
Like in the middle, yeah, because there's no my trailer to get my my truck and trailer with the 4-wheelers. I also thought that the trailer's falling apart, and then the other parts would fall.
I would have thought that.
So
100%, I thought that you were going to say that you're going to have to drive each 4-wheeler by itself into the gas station. I was going to, I'll kill myself. I will cancel Thanksgiving if I had to do that. I'll leave everything there.
I run back there, and then so now it's held on by one bolt, and half of this heavy ass steel utility trailer ramp is now on the ground, scraping against the ground. So I'm lifting it up. Now, the car behind me has his blinker on to try to get around me, but cars are flying by, so they're just stuck.
Not going to let you having an emergency stop them from getting a steak and shake.
So I feel obligated to look at the driver and then apologize with my hands.
Don't do that. No. Get to work. Get to work. Stop apologizing.
And try to point at the trailer and be like, it's
he
rusty.
knows. Just start lifting it. Don't tell me that.
Well, I don't know what to do.
I would lay on my horn. I say, stop telling me what you did. I know you're an idiot.
He can see the big rusty gouge in the road leading right to your trailer. He knows what's going on.
You need to lift the rust into the rust and then drive out of there.
So, and then not only is there's a line of cars, all with their blinker on trying to get around me.
It's almost like people are shopping.
And now I'm trying to lift this gigantic, heavy-ass, rusty gate back onto the trailer to secure it with a tie down just to get so I can limp back home.
Are you worried that when you go to lift the gate at all that it might just deteriorated your hands?
Yeah, I just started kicking it down because the other bolt is so rusty that it just breaks off too. So then I just take the whole ramp and you saw the picture of it. I end up that's how I'm taking it back to him. I'm like, here's your POS trailer, rusty piece of junk. Thanks for nothing.
Do that move where you pull the pin.
I like a good thanks for nothing.
Let it push it into and let it hit his house. Do that move where you just let the trailer roll in.
Anyway,
bring it back, and as you drop it off, ask to borrow something else.
Put something you want to borrow back in the trailer and borrow both again.
So, and then we get there, we set up camp, whatever.
Aren't you freaking out after that? You're fine.
No. I'm used to this stuff.
What you just brought the piece of ramp to utilize to get the bikes off?
I left the ramp and then I just took the trailer without the ramp and then just loaded them in by hand.
Oh my God! You lifted the 4-wheelers?
Oh, everything's lifting and loading. It's 85% lifting and loading.
You're like I don't know what you're an Egyptian.
There's 5% relaxation, 8% diarrhea.
You gotta
from poor diet and drinking all weekend.
Hot dogs and beer, buddy. Hot dogs and beer.
So part of why I like this trip is because the kids get to run around in the woods, right? Because I like the woods.
Running around in the woods is an underutilized, super fun thing to do.
And
especially if you live around here, where are you going to run in the woods?
Yeah, there's so they don't get a chance because we live in a suburb or whatever. So running, we have to take them camping to run in the woods. And this particular area of Croom Forest, there's a kid riding area that's 5 acres that's surrounded by a fence that all the kids in the campsite they go and play manhunt in the middle of the night. So
that's the Mel Gibson Memorial Park, right?
So they'll go out there and all the kids will play manhunt and I go with them.
What is manhunt? I think I asked you this.
Yeah, tell us the difference between that and say hide and seek.
It's essentially the same.
Sounds more sinister though. Manhunt sounds like the person at least has a pillowcase on their head.
It's like an older kid version of hide and seek, but it's exactly the same. There's a seeker. They actually call the seeker during manhunt.
Well, he should be called the man
or the manhunter.
And so the
hunter.
And there's always each day there's different groups of kids because people will get there, camp, and then leave. And we're staying there Friday, a Thursday to Sunday. So the first night we go play manhunt. I go out there as me, Max, Tommy, and Becca, and then some other random kids.
Gotta have rando.
And then
that's how you make friends, though.
a huge.
I still remember the randos that I made friends at in New Smyrna Beach, Beverly Beach, little campgrounds.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So, and then all of a sudden, like we started to play and whatever, and like it seemed like around night, like 8 o'clock, 8:30 after dinner, like that's where all the kids kind of meet up from the campground. It's a pretty big campground, so there's like kids from everywhere. And this huge group of kids came over, and they're from South Florida. So I was talking to the older ones about I'm from Miami, so
You
I
want
understand.
cocaine?
I understand their culture. Me, amo Tom.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, no.
Nice.
And and it's like probably like a dozen kids, and then me, Max, and Tommy and Becca. And so at one point in time, I become the seeker. So I'm out there. And then I'll keep catching Max, Tommy, and Becca. And then like because they're not that fast. And so easy to catch. And then I'm
also,
really,
you have trackers in their clothes, so they're easy to find.
Also, I sort of feel like subconsciously you're going to look for them, right? Because you don't know what the other kids look like as much.
Yeah, right.
Maybe,
I recognize their voices and
Yeah.
stuff. So at a certain time, I'm the seeker again. I realized like, okay, me, Tommy, Max, and Becca have been seeker like multiple times in a row. Like, where are the other kids? Like,
is that how you guys are trading off? Like, whoever gets caught is the secret.
Yes,
next?
yeah. That's it. The traditional hide and seek.
I think that is standard rules.
And so, and I also, like, I have a little flashlight in my pocket, but that's the key. Like, the kids are using too much of the flashlight and their eyes don't get acclimated to the dark. And that's the key, like, old man knowledge.
You're using that pirate knowledge.
I realized, like, after a while in the dark, like, you will start to be able to, your eyes will get used to it and you'll be able to see in the dark.
You spend enough time in the dark, you thrive there.
Yeah. That's well, because I'm chasing after the kids. They'll shine the light in my eye and immediately everything will go black again.
Reset you.
Anyway, so I'm like, where are these dozens of South Florida kids that were here earlier? Like, and we've been playing, like, what the hell? So then I'm like, I gotta find something. So I stop even trying to get Max and Tommy and Becca, and they're running around everywhere. I'm like, where are the other kids? Like, I need to catch one of them. So I'm looking around, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, did they leave? And so
Are you doing Ollie Oxenfree in between rounds?
No, we do silent manhunt. So it's like literally, it's not.
So these kids have been in bed for hours.
Well, that's what. So I'm like, did they leave on us? I pull my flashlight out.
Smoking cigarettes by the pool or something.
So I pull the flashlight out, and then I start flashing the flashlight. I'm like, where the hell are? And then all of a sudden, I turn the flashlight up, and they're in the trees. There are dozens of kids in the trees, and I'm like, whoa!
Oh my God.
And then I'm like,
a coven of vampires.
And I'm like, how the hell did they climb the trees? Like, because the trees aren't, like, they're not really, like, climbing trees. They're like, hard as hell. Like, in fact.
Obviously they flew into the trees. I mean,
and they climbed up the tree. I'm like, this is the first time I've ever seen all the kids climb the trees. And I couldn't get them. And then I was like,
were you mad that they were in the trees and you weren't?
Well,
I'll be right back with my axe.
At a certain point, I was like,
your flashlight at them.
I was like, if I see you, you're caught. I don't have to actually touch you. You're too high in the tree. So
wait, you declared that? You declared that? I'm spitting on you.
So then the next day, we were playing with older teens, and I'm glad you mentioned the Shut Up Old Man, because...
Did you get dressed down by a teen?
No, Becca started calling me, like, hey, the old man's here, or whatever. She started nicknaming me the old man, so then all the kids were calling me the old man. So I was fine with it. I'm cool with it, because that was just my nickname in the game, right? Yeah. So we were playing for a while, they're like, the old man's coming, whatever. I was like laughing or whatever. But then it came to the time of the end.
And then Christy Brinkley walked out. She's like, is the old man here?
And the end, we're kind of like ending for the night, and we're all standing around. So now, like, they're like, where are you staying at, old man? I felt like telling him, like, that's kind of disrespectful.
What do you think you are, a biker? Like,
no. I was just like, I mean, I'm not even that old to be called, you know what I'm saying? Like, but they.
Yeah, I mean, to be
that was my
hide and seek
nickname.
with kids on a campground, you're a little old. But.
I was like, the term "old man."
You are fun, though.
I felt like saying, like, this can be used as a term of disrespect.
You're a fun dad, though. You do all of that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like a lot of the other like dads wouldn't do that. You know,
No,
they'd be
yeah,
like,
I was the only-
scram, go play with the kids.
Turns out none of them, right?
Yeah, no, I was the only one. Which I do ask my
So
question.
I guess the name does make sense if you're going to be the only one. There was no other dad ventured
no,
over?
no.
Not even one.
No. It's just me. Because
My God.
every other dad, they don't want. Why would they want to play hide and seek with a bunch of kids?
So you are you're Castleberry Michael Jackson.
I was looking at my sons will remember this, and they'll remember that.
Oh, Macaulay Culkin remembers it.
My dad used to come play Manhunt with us, and he used to,
They definitely will remember it. Yes. Yeah.
but
I
anyway.
remember everything my dad did with me. But it wasn't as much because I don't think
that wasn't a thing.
It wasn't a thing.
No,
yeah, but I think
you
it's
don't
good.
play with the kids.
I think it's good that you do it because they will remember. Like 100%, they'll remember spending time with their dad.
And it's becoming less and less. Like they invited me out there, but after a while, eventually I just wander back to the campsite and start drinking again, and they don't notice I'm gone. But they wanted me to go out there at the beginning. But
It's nice to be included.
next year or the year after, they're not even going to invite me, I'm sure, and then that'll be it.
You probably act as a nice social lubricant for the kids. Like you'll go up and talk to the other kids because you're not afraid of some dumb kids, and then that helps them ease into it. And by the time you make that connection, they're done with you.
Yeah.
I will say what you're talking about was a gift. If any dad did it, it was a gift. It did speed things up.
Absolutely.
If you have a dad that can connect the dots between the other kids and kind of
Take
get
that bullet.
past the awkwardness
Yeah.
of it and just be like, hey, you like baseball, and he's got, hey, do you guys want to play? Hey, let me go get the stuff, and then just bring all the stuff, and then you're off to the races without having to think about it.
But it's hard because they're all cursing and stuff, and
Yeah.
but I don't say anything because I don't want to be the
cool.
stick in the mud.
Yeah, it's
but
fine.
they're cursing inward.
Really?
But with the A at the end.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, that's the
that's
Morgan
it.
Wallen. That's it. You got two little Morgans. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
And
they're the
I'm
problem.
like, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna run around here. I'm like, should I say something?
But then you just start saying the same thing. Yeah.
Should I say it? Maybe I'll say it too.
Yeah, let's all say it.
The old man said it.
Get him. I have a recording of the old man saying it. I'm going to email it to your wife. That's how things get escalated, right? You're like, real quick. 1 minute you're trying to fit in. Next thing you know, some kid's got a recording of you saying it in the woods.
All right, let's take a break, and we'll be right back with more corporate time.
It's funny. It's 2. All right. There's that. Let's do one more. I want to talk about cooking.
Yeah. We got one more 20, and then
I got
and
a
then we'll
little
switch over to
something.
the BM.
Oh, man. I don't remember adults being around during events like this. My parents were off getting stoned. No, my parents are usually sitting under like an awning, playing like Uno or watching TV or something, especially when we were camping. We go down to the beach. All right.
I did recognize my cardio was pretty good, like from the running.
Oh, I'm
like
sure.
The running around, I'm like, nah. Like I remember years ago being so much more winded.
Like huffing and puffing?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, all that running, man. I mean, it should. When do you start? Oh, you're just doing a half, right? You're not doing a try. So you don't have to worry about biking or swimming or any of that garbage.
Have marathon?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. I know. I've been slacking, and then I drink all weekend. That's gonna be hard. It's gonna take me weeks.
I will bring us back. Here we go. In 3, 2. Welcome back to A Corporate Time. We're talking about me going to Walmart over the big holiday weekend. I saw something that I've never seen before, and it's one of my favorite aisles in Walmart. One of my family's favorite aisles in Walmart. My wife got my daughter hooked on it, and then I'm just kind of along for the ride because I'll do anything they ask. But it's the clearance aisle.
Oh.
at Walmart.
all right.
And I mean, they have market
That's
things.
the worst aisle.
It is the worst aisle. Yeah, it's like going to the end of the forbidden. It's like never go to the end where the forbidden forest is.
Like,
It's the forbidden forest.
Or like in the jail, they're like, this is where we keep the real bad criminals.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
like, oh man.
What, cell block 9? Yes, cell block 9.
I was at Marshall's perusing the
Clearance,
clearance aisle,
yeah.
and I was like, this whole store's kind of clearance when you think about it.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
the clearance aisle.
Here's another thing that I just found out since we're on the topic of clearance. Have you been to a Sprouts?
No.
Okay, Sprouts is like another grocery store. I'd put it in the same category as like a Fresh Market.
You know, I went years ago because they were like, before weed was everywhere, they were like the only place you could get CBD stuff.
Yes. Yeah. They're one of those kind of,
Right.
you know, like a little like crunchy, little
Yeah.
granola kind. But they have a clearance aisle that's behind, like, so you'll go to the back of the store and then there's like a door. You know the door that's got like the vinyl where you walk through it, and then the inside of there is like
Yeah.
the butcher and then the produce manager and all. Yeah.
The slats of vital.
Yeah,
hang.
yeah. Well, it's back
cold
there.
room.
Yeah, where you kind of look like you're going there, and then if you make an immediate right, there's like a whole pantry of stuff that's like all clearance.
Really?
In Sprouts. Yeah. But anyway, so we're at Walmart, and we go to the clearance aisle because I guess my entire family is cheap. I can no longer deny it.
Love a clearance aisle.
And we're walking it, and there are in front of me hundreds of mega packs of Duracell and Energizer batteries
All right.
on clearance.
Oh, wow.
Why?
Are they about to go out of date or something?
I don't know. We couldn't figure it out, but I couldn't, like, I didn't, they were still, like, I mean, they were like half off, but you know, batteries are, it's still expensive.
Yeah.
And like half off of a mega pack, it could still be like $18,
Sure.
you know?
Will they lose charge over time?
I think so, yes.
Like,
of course
how
they
long
will,
will
because
it-
the shelf life, you know, half-life of anything, you know, like medications, energy, whatever. Like as soon as you make it, it's dying.
But I've got a pack of double A's I bought at Costco 3 years ago, and we swap them out in the Xbox like every
Yeah.
month or two, and
they're still good.
They're still going.
And
yeah.
it doesn't seem like checking the expiration date of batteries have ever been a thing in my life.
Well, do you not remember in the 90s they put that little strip on the battery where if you hit like two little buttons, it would
Oh,
tell you how
yes.
much charge it had left? Do you remember that?
yeah. But that was for
Power
Those are my
indicator.
favorite ones.
They were
yeah.
good. They were fun.
I loved those. You didn't have to put them on your tongue anymore.
Yeah.
that was for batteries that you were using, not necessarily for when you first opened the package.
Damn it, I
right?
should have bought them. Chat room gave me the answer, and it makes me sad. I should have bought them. Had nothing to do with the batteries inside. It had everything to do with the packaging changing on the outside. Oh. And they want the packaging to look exactly the same.
So they're upgrading it for the year in like January.
For Christmas. They want to have all their new battery
okay.
packaging out there. Chat room saying that they worked at Target and other places, and they're saying it always has to do with packaging.
Huh.
That's lame. Then I should have bought a ton of. Because
So-
we use them here like crazy.
Will a pack of D batteries, like from, I mean, this 10 years old, be just as powerful?
I won't answer that question after you tell me what you're using D batteries for in 2025.
Yeah, that
What
was
do
an
you-
old old man thing to say, right?
D-battery.
Old man of the woods does use D battery as his example,
What do you
right?
got, a boombox?
Yeah, that checks out. What are you doing? Boombox is the correct answer too. Or hold on, Maglite.
Yeah.
We will only take only two things in the world
That's true.
use D batteries. It's
Yeah,
Maglites.
yeah.
God bless you, Maglite. I carry one in my car and always have.
Absolutely.
It's too big. It's
and
too
a
big.
boombox. But they last forever. When you need, like my
Yeah, but
Maglite.
all flashlight, you don't need something that big.
I love it. It makes me feel powerful.
I got a Maglite that I bought off of Big Tim that he got from a police auction, and
Yeah.
it has suspicious dents in it.
Oh yeah, you definitely could set somebody in line with a Maglite.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Ask ChatGPT, how long will batteries last?
Yeah, okay.
Will they last 25 years and be just as good?
No.
I'm asking.
No,
No,
right?
they
But
don't
how
fall.
much will they deteriorate?
24 years.
Like,
Okay,
I'm curious.
so
In my entire life, no one's ever said, hey, make sure those batteries aren't more than X amount of years old because they will not be as potent.
I've never seen one go bad like in the drawer, but like I've had them go bad in a Walkman or something. You know,
Yes,
if you
yeah,
leave
yeah.
them in a thing,
It drains,
It'll
yeah,
start
yeah.
pouring the acid out eventually.
No, 100%. I know that. I'm just
But in a
wondering
drawer,
how-
I don't
Okay,
know
they're
that-
saying that your normal alkaline A, normal Duracell Energizer, will last 5 to 10 years in a drawer. Lithium AA, Energizer Lithium, her ultimate lithium will be 15 to 20 years.
Oh, wow.
With their shelf life. Rechargeables only last 3 to 5. You know, like
Okay.
I don't
So
use.
they're not like 20. You had a battery for 20 years, it's going to be dead unless it's a lithium.
I don't think there, and it makes me feel good to say this. I don't think there used to be a select group of people the rechargeable battery people that would buy hundreds of rechargeable batteries and then they plug them in all over their house. They always thought they were better than us.
Yeah.
And look at you now. You're not doing it. Everybody knows you're not doing it. You're just the same as cloth diaper people. You know when you're not doing it. You're not doing the rechargeable batteries anymore. You thought you were going to do it, but you didn't.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it gives me great pleasure to know that whenever your kid or you need something, you're, my garage door opener, we better go to Walmart and get a regular old battery.
Yeah, and remember, I know like Costco does it and stuff, like the huge packs of AA's. I remember like certain family members would have I remember like my aunt would buy the huge pack. And my mom was
my
like
dad would buy the huge
two
pack.
at a time.
I like that. I like the extra packaging.
And then I remember when I saw the huge pack, I'm like, oh my God. I didn't
It
know
looks like waste, right? It kind of is gross.
Yeah.
It's like, look at all that energy in one spot.
But it makes sense because they always had batteries. They're like, oh, it's in the garage. They're like a huge pack.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh God, this is a better way to live.
But we had them in a drawer. We had like
Right.
in the junk drawer, the traditional dentist junk drawer. You had loose rubber bands. You had one firecracker. Scissors,
bread ties,
tons
of
bread
bread
ties, bread ties, a giant pack of batteries, a calculator, a little notepad, a post-it note,
and I do this as a kid, which
thumbtack matches.
would drive like my stepdad and the adults in my family crazy, is that I go to the junk drawer to get batteries for a remote or whatever from a remote control car. And then I go over, I take the little screw out of the back of my remote control car remote. And then I get the AA's that were dead, and I'd be too lazy to go throw them away, so I just put them in the junk drawer. And then I get the new ones, and I put them in there, and then whatever poor bastard would go and get new batteries, but they'd be like, oh, they'd be dead batteries.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
That's rough, man. That's a rough one.
Yeah.
I remember how mad my dad would get if I would do like leaving batteries around and stuff like that, doing stuff like that, junking up the junk drawer. I was like, it's a junk drawer. There's junk already in it. But he was very specific about the junk that was in the junk drawer.
I got real close to it, but I don't use batteries enough. Costco now sells a battery organizer, like a little suitcase.
We have one.
So different.
Yes, all the different size
have one.
batteries.
Yeah, I was gifted it for like one Christmas. You know how like when your father-in-law gives you something that's like, well, I mean, I got to get him something that makes me think he's not gay.
Costco, yeah.
No, but I usually get a manly thing, like, it's like, well, he is kind of soft, so I'll get him something manly. So I always get a lot of, like, battery organizers. I get a lot. You know what I've gotten every Christmas since I've been alive and married to my wife from her father? One of those collapsible sticks with a magnet on the end to get loose screws out of an old 1955. Like you got an old 57 Chevy, you got a screw rattling around in there. Like I have 1,000 of those. Like I have 1,000. And you know what? And I like getting them. Like if he didn't give me one, I'd be like, hey, where's my magnet?
Do you have any family members that are so associated with like a certain thing that's the only gift they get? Like my dad.
Oh, that's the worst though. Like it's like you mean like Cigar Man?
Well, my dad has a whole room of Harley Davidson shirts because everybody knows that's all he wears, and so they get them for him, and it self-perpetuates,
You and I both had the Harley dad with the 1,000 shirts, and I could see the look of disappointment on my dad's eyes when he got another orange T-shirt.
Oh yeah,
seriously, I could see like he doesn't even ride really that much anymore. He just wants something normal.
Well, if it's one thing, if I go to West Virginia and I get a McCoy dealership Harley, a cool one. But
rare.
if you just get him like a Battlesboro Harley shirt, it's another Harley shirt.
So can we? Okay. I know this makes me sound like the Grinch.
No, I like these.
But can we just agree? Like,
you don't sound
Ross,
like the Grinch at all. He's like,
do you know anybody?
You have pants on.
And I'll put this out there to you, to everybody in the chat room, everybody listening to this. Do you know one person in your life that doesn't have enough stuff? Right? That you go to their house, you're like, man, this guy needs more stuff. We have too much stuff.
Tuttle doesn't have a lot of stuff.
No, he's got it somewhere.
He's running it real lean.
No,
these days.
he's got storage units of stuff.
I don't even think he has any photos on his walls.
No,
it looks very sad.
We all have too much stuff.
Even Jenna Hurt has like too much stuff.
Yes.
She doesn't even like live anywhere, and she's got too much stuff.
Quit. Let's be done with it. We can do if we all.
No, are you gonna do that?
Yes, I will.
He just borrows everybody else's stuff
But
anyway.
were you just arguing that you felt like you have to give your sons, whether they want it or not, something to
My
open
wife
on
is
Christmas?
crazy.
But that's still stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Then
She's
you gotta,
doing
you
it.
gotta say, like,
I
hey,
can't tell her.
no
She's
stuff.
crazy. Yeah. No, she's getting no stuff. We're all, no matter what I say, we're all buying a bunch of garbage,
Tons of stuff.
giving it all to each other to stick in like all of our stuff, and then we donate the
It
other
is too
stuff we
much
just
stuff.
got.
I
Now,
agree with
is
you.
this Christmas related? Because we do this thing every year where my wife like makes a big declaration. We're not buying a lot of gifts this year. Everybody's getting like $100 cash.
Yes.
And that's going to be Christmas.
That's a great gift.
And then come about like, December 15th, I'm at Walmart buying everything.
Yes, that's what everybody does. Why? Let's just stop. Like, let's all agree. We don't
I'm
need
in.
any more stuff.
I'm in. Yeah.
Like, I don't want to buy any, but like, I'm buying stuff for my sister, my mom. I'm like, what do you want? She sends me the Amazon. I bitch about this every year.
I don't like getting the list. The list feels weird, right? It's like,
Yeah,
oh,
I don't know what
so
the
I
hell
just
to get her.
one-click shop though. Like, so
No,
what am I doing? I'm one.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah, no. It doesn't make any sense. And we all just do it because it's this tradition of like, hey, I'll get you something. You give me, oh, I got it. Thank you.
Is that what you say when you get a gift?
No,
You're
no.
like, oh, I love it. Why do you act like an Asian woman? Oh, this is very good.
No, I'm just saying, you're like, oh, thank
Don't
you
do
for
that.
my stuff. I'll then put this in my
did
pile
it
of stuff
again.
I got. Like, just all stuff everywhere. God,
Yeah.
why are we
But
killing
it's
ourselves
stuff,
with this?
and then you wrap the stuff in trash.
Yes, no, I know.
So that at the end of the day, you have piles of trash and piles of stuff.
You're like, I got
Yeah.
you a battery organizer. Like, oh, okay, to more organized batteries. Like, I don't need this. I don't need any of it. Just think about anything I need, I'll buy. I don't even need nothing. I could literally stop buying stuff forever and be fine, I think, with all the stuff I have.
Yeah.
Like, we don't, like maybe like in 25 years.
Do you ever find stuff you don't use? It makes you real mad.
Everything. I don't use anything.
You know what
It's all-
the worst that I have is like I got a lot of stuff that maybe I picked up at a Goodwill 5 years ago because like I assumed it would be valuable eventually. and it's
Oh,
just
delusional
garbage.
stuff. Oh,
Yeah,
I
just
love
garbage
delusional
stuff.
It's all garbage. It's all garbage. And we're just buying it and just storing it. And we're
Yeah.
just like, I'll bring this to the storage unit. And I'm like, donate this. But you just got that last year. You're donating it already? Jesus Christ. Why are we doing it? I don't know what the hell's wrong with us.
Have you had this conversation with your family at all? Do they know that you're the
Yes, I did. I screwed it. They don't
But what
even
do
know.
they say?
They're like, okay, but the problem is Crystal's too emotional, and she's like, but the kids need a bunch of presents to open up,
Yeah.
so we need to buy them more stuff, and we need to buy each other things. Oh, I got you. I'm like, I scream, stop.
You're like,
I'm
Arnold,
like, please.
stop buying the gift.
So don't buy any of it. None of us want it. Like, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's like if we really wanted it, I could understand. Like, that would be awesome.
Like, there's
But,
not one thing, because
like-
it's not like it used to be. Like, I remember, and I'm sure it will come around, because you always get that one. But, like, for me, I remember there was that one thing. I wanted that Sega Genesis, right? Or I
Right.
wanted that Photon laser tag.
Yeah.
I have had some things, and I'm sure your boys will have, like, I want a car, or I want this
What's that?
gaming console. They'll have,
Okay.
but maybe if they don't have it this
Yeah,
year.
okay, minus the kids or whatever. You want to get the kids Christmas stuff, but why are we buying all this stuff for our relatives, our friends and family?
Yeah, we
or
don't do it for adults in our
you-
family.
You know, that still happens where it's like, oh, I'm gonna get you this and this. Oh, I gotta get a little something. You know, this all
Stuff is the only way to prove you love people.
Well, it is an easy way, right? And for people that if you're not good at telling people that, sometimes it's easier to buy something and give it to them.
Absolutely.
My dad was kind of like that, a very emotional guy, sensitive guy, but he did like buying stuff and like see in your face if he got you something, if he hit it out of the park, you know?
Now, is it the mandatoriness of it that bothers you? Because like I'm much more of a like I don't give Christmas gifts very much, but like everyone like once in a while I'll see someone be like, oh, you know what, Bart would like that. That would be good for Bart. And I'll
That
pick
is
it.
fine.
Time of year doesn't matter. It could be like, you know, and I'll do it in July
And
and be
out of
like,
nowhere,
shows
guess-
you-
I'll be like, here, this is
That's
your
great.
birthday present for this year. It was a little something I saw
That's
that
fine.
I thought you might like. Here you
That's
go.
legit. That's organic.
Yeah, like
and
this.
that's the meaning of getting something that shows them that you care. You're like, oh, cool. Thanks for thinking
Saw
about
this,
it.
thought
I
of you,
understand.
yeah.
That's totally
different. That's different.
But we're all forced this
Mandatory
year.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the capitalism of our world of like, hey,
Kind of hinges on us all buying stuff once or twice a year.
No,
Yeah, you gotta buy the stuff.
And there's like, oh, there's lots of stuff, and then we gotta give it to each other, and then they gotta give it to us, and then we just pile it in our garage.
The chat room says, Kara says, we switched to only buying thrifted or vintage items.
Okay.
It makes me feel better to not put out more junk. But you are, because that's all somebody else's trash. It's all poo.
Oh, your Bobby
it's
trash
all
there.
poo staying trash. I don't want some old homeless man's pants. That's way worse than if I, okay.
Yeah, quit it all. Kara, don't
Yeah,
just buy.
don't do that.
Like, hey, I'm buying recycled stuff to
No,
give to you.
it's
I don't
still
want that.
stuff and it's worse. Like if he gave
I don't want the worst
What's
of it.
worse than brand new pants? Poop stained pants.
Don't give me your old stuff. I don't want any of this. It's the stuff.
Yeah, you're just
That's
saying
it.
stop it.
Yeah. Let's just hang out with each other. Like, oh, that's all right. We're all hanging out together.
Okay, all right.
And then we're enjoying each other's company. No more stuff. Then we'll eat and drink. That's something. And then we'll enjoy each other's company. No more stuff.
I think the worst we ever did was one year we were like, all right, listen, no stuff. We're just giving out money. But like my wife still wanted like presents under the tree, you know? So we only bought things that could hold a bill, you know, like little boxes from the thrift store or like
thrifted boxes. That's an all-time low.
At Costco, I got like a 3-pack of like ammo boxes, you know, like the ones you can pop open and put stuff in, and so we got like all these little, and we put like money in the box, and that was a big flop. Then all this stuff is like you take the money out, and you're like, now what do I do with this dumb box?
Yeah, all right.
Put it in the garage.
Can I add to your
We'll give
big,
this to
Can
someone
I
else.
add to your big dumb flop?
Yes.
Don't you dare give me a novelty box that inside of it has $101 bills with Christmas wishes written on them. I don't care about your wishes. I don't care about your thoughts, or like even if you write good things about me. Have you seen that one where they like, we wrote 100 different things we like about you, Mr. Dan, on $100? But don't do that. I'll take it right to the bank. Hold on, we got a call.
All right.
Thanks for calling.
Oh, it's Stuff the Magic Dragon.
Yeah,
He's working at him with his name.
Thanks for calling a corporate time. What's up? All right, they're gone.
It'll never stop. No matter what I say, and no matter what, it will just
It's not
continue
gonna feel
to do
the
this
same.
over and over. Just buy.
What do
all
you
the
think
stuff.
you're gonna get? Because then
I don't
you're
want
gonna-
anything.
But
I-
you're going to be included in it. There's no way they're going to leave you out.
No,
Because the
I know.
boys have to get something for daddy, or mommy has to get something for daddy.
Yeah.
So
No,
what
I
are you
know.
going to get?
Oh, I mean, just a bunch of different stuff that'll just end up in my garage, and then nothing that I want. I don't
Okay.
want anything. You see what I'm saying?
So it's an impossible task.
If I wanted something, I'll go. I'm an adult man. I'll just go buy whatever I need. I don't need anything.
Right.
Again, I told you I could die 1,000 deaths, and there will be enough stuff to use. I have everything I need. Right?
So
Okay.
Who doesn't got anything they don't need?
So for Christmas, Crystal could get rid of some of your stuff, and you'd be happy.
Yeah,
if
oh,
she
yeah,
like
yeah,
got
yeah.
rid of a bunch of your stuff.
That never happens. Like cleaning the whole garage and just getting it all. I mean,
French witch gone.
who are the minimalists? Remember when that was a thing? Like, does that still
Well, that
happen?
only burned for like a year, I feel like. And that was like coming out of COVID or it going into COVID. And people were like, we'll change our lives. And then as soon as we got out of COVID or back to normal, we're like, stop.
There was that documentary about minimalists, and then there's like Marie Kondo, and that was hot for a minute.
Yeah.
but that's
seriously,
done.
I think that only burned for like a year.
Yeah, like
And
we're
then
back
peop-
to stuff.
And then people are like, it's cool and all, but I like stuff.
There's certain people that are like that, but they're just like that. You're never gonna make yourself be like that.
Yeah, and there's definitely like 10-to-1 hoarders to minimalists, right?
Oh, yeah.
like 10 hoarders for every one minimalist.
And they're
maybe
bigger,
more.
and they're bigger people too. So if they ever ward, you know, the hoarders are coming out on top because they're a big tribe. Let's do one and get out of here.
Okay.
And plus, you can hoard way more stuff than you can get rid of.
I don't want.
You can only get rid of so
Yeah,
much
it
stuff.
doesn't seem like you should be
keep
allowed to do that,
hoarding
right?
forever,
Like it
yeah.
doesn't seem like that should be a thing, but it is.
My God, I opened my closet and I'm like, there's all like 90% of the shirts hanging I don't even use. And like, how many people like?
But then try to get rid of one. I can make a case for all of them. I do the same. I stand there and go like, I have so many shirts, but this one I need, this one I need, this one I need.
But yeah,
I
that's
do
a
this,
mental illness.
I do this
Anyone-
every week. I do this. I'll look at it and be like, I'll get rid of all of those. I go in there to get rid of them. I look, I go, no, it's good here.
Daniel's got 87 hats.
87. But I do, okay, the only argument I'll give
Yes.
is that I switch hats a lot. But do I need 87? The answer is no.
Bartholomew Cubbins has like 100 on him, dude.
I don't need them. Let's go with this one right here.
Hey guys, BDM Nick and DeLand here. I'm listening to your Black Friday show, and I'm just wrapping up Black Friday shopping right now. and I got some batteries and some groceries because there's literally nothing good anymore. You guys are right. I remember a few years back I went to the North DeLand Walmart, and I was trying to get a GPS for my car. Tells you about how many years ago it was, but I was standing around a bunch of pallets full of stuff with some caution tape, and right before, I don't know, 3 a.m. or whatever, some DeLand trash went running through and broke the caution tape, and then it was a free-for-all. I got tackled into a pallet display of routers, and I did end up getting my GPS, which later got stolen from my car, but I did get my GPS, and I remember I was laying on the ground holding my GPS, and someone was like, give me a router. So I literally threw a router into the crowd to the person, and it was quite fun, though, to be honest with you. I mean, I don't want to do it now. I'm a little bit too old for that, but it was fun at the time. But it's just crazy how things have changed with Black Friday. I blame Al Gore and the internet. Bye-bye.
That's a pretty decent and I feel like honest take, is that you didn't get hurt, you got a story out of it, and it did seem sort of fun. You know, instead of people that were like, it was crazy, I feared for my life. No, you didn't.
Yeah. Also, there was a small period of time where you could get someone some stuff that it was actually good, like a GPS, before we all had them in our phones. Like, I remember getting a GPS for Christmas from Crystal's dad one year.
What was the brand you wanted? Everyone wanted the TomTom.
That's what I got, a TomTom GPS.
You had the big dog, dude.
And I remember it changed.
Had the best interface, Ross.
Like, it blew, like, because I was like, man, this changed my life. Like, having a GPS.
Yeah. That one was a good one, too. At the time, it was light years better than the other GPSs.
Yeah.
Like,
light years better.
Having a small computer device that showed me where to go.
It was color screen.
Like, this was a life changer.
I found a MapQuest printout in a book the other day, and I was like, life back then was so brutal.
Yeah. Like, that's how you were printed out MapQuest.
Because miss a turn with your MapQuest printouts, and you're done. You're lost. Just move there.
I'll give you another. What if you're driving down a road out in the middle of Volusia County with your windows down because your AC doesn't work in your 89 Bronco, and one of your papers from your MapQuest
Right out the window.
goes flying out the window?
Yeah.
Or worse, it goes to the back and it's stuck up against the window, and you have to pull over to get your MapQuest out.
You know,
TomTom was so good, and you got the good one too. Because I never, that was an expensive, like, if you got one of those, that was like, he liked you. Because that was like, you could, like, not everybody had those. That was a nice ass gift. And it was just like TiVo. It was at the same time when TomTom and TiVo.
Yeah, but I didn't get it at the forefront. I got it late. It was like everybody did have it. You don't think it was already? They were already.
It was still the better
Like, people
one.
had smartphones.
You're kind of better off that way, though, because when GPS was a national, a U.S. national satellite system at first, and they didn't want the Russians using it to pinpoint and bomb us and stuff, so they kept it 3 meters wide at first. And right about when you were probably getting that TomTom is when they were like, "What are we doing? They could bomb us anyway," and they just dialed it into like millimeter precision GPS.
Yes, yeah,
because that's
yeah,
about
yeah.
when we started using it for surveying too.
Okay. I remember I never plugged it in. It was because it wasn't connected to the internet. So you'd have to update it, update the maps.
Right to satellites, yeah.
And then I'd never plug it in. So I'd be going and there'd be like, it would show like a
This hasn't been here in 20 years, Mr. Tom.
Like, it started working less and less efficiently as the more I had it, because I was like, God damn, I should plug this thing in to update it. It's been 5 years. They've built communities.
5 years? Oh, my God. Oh, the TiVo, too. That was another one. Like, TiVo, there was a time when TiVo, like, no one else had anything like it, and it was top-tier technology, and it would work so well until it didn't. Until DVR came, and they were just like, oh, this is so much better. And then it went away. Oh, God. Anyway, we got to get out of here.
Yeah, we'll switch over to the BDM show. Guys, we'll see you tomorrow.
Awesome. Save that.
That kind of reminded me of...
I reset our phones, too, just in case something's wrong, because that was twice that I answered it and nothing happened.
It was probably just scam calls. I get scam calls all day long.
Or it's the Russian looking for Tom.
Oh, God. I mean, I do think our names and addresses are listed on our phone records. That'd be funny if you started calling this line. That'd be the best thing that could ever happen to you. Call this line and leave all the voicemail messages.
This is not pertinent to the story. But I found out that that I don't owe the money. Actually, my balance is above what, because I